hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Brown blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
All right, now here we go.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That was second down run for Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first and 10, Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They give him a gain of 38. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. On first and goal, Gore. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Cousins to throw it. That's caught by Treadwell. 23 yards on the play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Cousins now from the 50. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And out come the Dolphins now. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Cousins, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A CD looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first Week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover margin, had their chances, and got a field goal block down the stretch that would have won the game.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a field goal late in OT too, and they missed it wide left. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Cousins on first down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Wide. First.
Third and goal for Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's 15-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform, and they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It's really incredible success when you think about Kirk Cousins.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He was looking for Parker that time. yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So 5 yards there is where the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Cousins now on second down. And the Dolphins rush. Six. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, T.J. McDonald, getting in there to break that one up. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had some.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Amendola, the intended receiver. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got some space here. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Sherrills. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He dumps it off to Drake. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in Week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries. And the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury to the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville.
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Give him 18 yards on that one. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cousins again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play.
Hey, 382, listen, zebra.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Yellow.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Robert Quinn in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He goes underneath to Drake. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
30.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
30.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense?
And he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Wide open.
Baby.
Addicted to ball.